then okay, so there it is. I know that some people like to do this, but usually what happens is that people they go live, and people tune in for like 2 seconds, like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore.
Maybe we should put up an 800 number so they can call in.
Yeah, that's right. We can do a call.
An actual phone number.
Right? See, yeah, but I've tried this twice, and I always gave up before anybody came on because I don't know. Like I think that people just say, Chris McKenzie. Why do I want to watch Chris McKenzie? But yeah, now I have an appropriate means to do this. Why did I want?
Now that you have a tripod, now that you have the equipment.
Yeah. Why did I? So I guess the question is, why do I want to get a tripod?
Same reason you want a microphone.
Kind of, yeah. It just seemed like just a useful thing that I could have. Is so this is a hello everybody. This is so we're testing a new tripod, and I'm here with my friend, and so I decided to go on Instagram Live. I say everybody, but just one person right now.
Is there somebody watching?
Yeah, there is, but I can't actually. My vision's too bad.
You can't see
it's somebody I haven't met in reality. Oh, and they're gone now. It's okay. But somebody just waved and left. That's just how it works. So yeah, it's unless it's something
boring me now.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's this. That's the thing about the Instagram Live is that it's not very. Instagram's already boring, and so like, it works well as a Facebook product because Facebook is about like, sort of marginal entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you go on Facebook, you're like, like this is just slightly better than boring. And that's what Instagram's like. When you try to slide down Instagram and you're like, oh, this is just slightly better than like absolutely nothing.
This is for people that are locked down somewhere.
Yeah.
I should tell them to turn into Instagram.
Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, it's good. So we're trying this new tripod here. Hey, how you doing? I have to turn it this way to see. Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time.
I'm on Instagram.
I need a haircut and all these other things right now. How are you doing?
Tune in.
Yeah.
I'm.
Oh look, I can. What's this button? Can I integrate you?
What's this button for?
Go live with. Oh, I'm at no viewers. Yeah, people go on and then they just disappear right away.
All right, I just told my friend that I'm on Instagram Live. What does he have to look for?
Well, he has to look for my username, which I will. He has to become a follower. Mm-hmm. Let me send it to you. So this is the one.
He's texting me from New York.
Okay, well that's good.
Oh, Christopoulos.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just that, and then they'll be able to see that. And
you have to okay him or
no. I make it as public as possible.
Yeah,
I
didn't think so.
Well, no, I feel like if you want something to be private, then don't put it on the fucking internet. Like just a rule.
And leave your clothes on if you want to see.
Well, yeah, I mean, any kind of wall that you can put up of privacy is probably subvertible somehow, and so like.
All right, I sent him the name. Let's see if he tunes in. Yeah. Let's see if we get one viewer.
Well, we've had 2 so far. It's not simultaneous.
But not for very long.
Yeah, it's almost like our failed comedy attempt.
Kind of Nielsen family like.
Yeah, this is about as well as our podcast and every other media attempt that we've done, from YouTube to. I wonder how that's going. YouTube one.
Oh, the YouTube. Did we ever get anything yet?
Wouldn't it be funny if I went over to it and it had like 5 million views right now? It's just somehow blowing up. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah. I am. Mm-hmm. Let's see. He hasn't answered me. Maybe he's just offended.
Our total. We've had Oh, 230,000 views.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You mean listens?
No, this is the Hard Times thing.
Oh, that we knew about. Yeah.
No, but 230,000 is pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of them have the episode 1 is at 47,000 views now, which would have been great if that happened the first week.
Yeah.
But
5 years later, it is 5 years.
It is. But I mean, like, so from somebody who has had stuff that has gone viral and stuff beforehand, is that it rarely happens when you expect it to happen. It seems to happen like randomly, where like
Download it.
what he doesn't have Instagram. Well, this is going to take a while.
We don't have this kind of time. He's not going to be very good at it anyway.
Yeah. So I guess I have to be over here.
No, you're on camera over there.
Is that cyanide that you're taking? No, otherwise we can do this, and so we can yell. Regis and Phil.
This looks like Playboy After Dark. Remember that show?
Playboy? No.
Oh, you wouldn't. I actually never saw it either because even though I was alive, I couldn't stay up that late. But sometime in the 70s, there was the Johnny Carson 11:30, and that was maybe Dick Cavett.
Okay.
And then I can't remember if it was CBS or Syndicate or something. Hugh Hefner had his own talk show. It was called Playboy After Dark. It was from the Playboy Mansion. And it was a big round couch, and people would drop by, and there'd be bunnies serving drinks. It was very swank and hipster.
And is this on one of the traditional, like, Big Four?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, like a CBS show?
Yeah, it was on at midnight. Wait, I'm going to look it up. And maybe it lasted a season or something, but it was like Hugh Hefner and Sammy and Frank would sit on the couch and they would talk about chicks. Nothing outright sexual and no dirty words, but
I guess it
it looked like this. So.
I don't know. Like it sounds like something where like it would be.
It might have been syndicated.
Like it's slightly outrageous.
CBS. No, it was CBS.
Yes. The Cock Block Station.
69 and 70.
Wow. The swinging years. Oh, this is the other thing I wanted to do is that I've got this.
Yeah, and like here's the perfect.
What?
Shot. So they'd like sit around the. Oh, I don't know what they've done now. They're taking this picture.
I also wanted to go over my mail, which I might as well try this. Okay, so I get this, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let me show it to you. I get this from my healthcare, like almost every month. And I look at this thing, and it says like claim summary, and then I get this. I get this thing, and a big circle that says money you owe the provider, and it says like $20, and it has a circle. But like it has no way to get that.
This is your copay probably, and your probably you were there.
I think so. I think it's just is it just historical?
And if they haven't asked for it,
they don't. I go when I
go there. They don't ask for your copay.
I mean, they do.
And do you pay them?
Yes.
Then that's probably you paid them. You probably paid them.
I think that's just a covering of what has already happened.
Total amount you owe the provider, and you paid it.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think that's probably all it is.
But it says amount you owe.
Well, you owe proverbially, theoretically, but since you paid it, you don't owe it.
Yeah, but why isn't it updated by the time it sends it to me? Because I paid it
because the doctor's probably supposed to collect it before he even sees you, and he did, and that was they're just documenting it. It's not a bill. Nowhere in it does it say it's a bill.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so here's the other thing. Here's a
perfect picture.
Right.
So they would be around his living room, but they were wearing tuxedos and we're not. And they'd sit on this round couch, and then Vic Damone would come out and actually sing over here.
Okay, well, given that, I mean, that sounds like it'd be a studio, or do you think that was an actual?
It was. It's supposedly, I was a baby, but I think it was filmed actually at the Playboy Mansion, but maybe it was.
Oh, don't lie! You're in your mid-30s.
Yeah, I was in my mid-30s. I never saw the show. Because I was not old enough to be up at midnight.
And what are we seeing right now? Grand
That's
Funk
just-
Rail-
no,
who is
no.
that? I don't know who these
Yeah, that's
people are.
probably who the guest is. That is, I think that's Morty Gunty, and that's Hugh Hefner.
Morty Gunty.
He was a comedian.
What a crazy name that is.
And, no, that's Lenny Bruce.
Oh, you don't even... Oh, Lenny. I've heard that.
That's
before.
Lenny Bruce.
I've never actually seen any Lenny Bruce's comedy, though.
It's Lenny Bruce.
Is Lenny Bruce funny, or is he just
He's
like...
kind of funny, but what he...
I mean, he was edgy in 1962.
Yeah, it was so edgy that it didn't even have to be funny because he would say words that he would go to air. No, it's not funny, laugh out loud funny, but it was outrageous in a fair way, you know. It's hard to describe. You talk about the draft and things like that in a time that, or getting arrested for smoking pot. All I was doing was smoking pot. You know,
that's
so that alone made it edgy.
Oh, I see.
But they'd sit around this living room that might have been a set, and like.
Like now, I was out last night and I was looking at this lady.
Yeah.
My wife yelling at me because she always wants first dibs.
It was
something like that.
Yeah, he didn't do a lot of sexual stuff, but he did some drug stuff.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I guess that joke is still kind of funny.
That was Rodney.
Yeah. I was looking
She likes to talk during sex. I said, "Don't call me."
Yeah. I was looking at this lady. My wife reached over and said, "She's not worth it." I had her last week.
He peed in bed from the top of the dresser.
Okay.
And my daughter, she's no bargain.
All right, so I want to look at this thing. Hold on. Thank you for filing your filing with the EDD. I want to find out what does it say? What the hell is all this stuff? I want some of this thing to tell me exactly what I need to do. But
you need to go online. Let me look at it. I'll tell you what day you go online, and you just certify that you haven't worked for the week. It's very self-explanatory. Did you open an account and you have a password and everything?
I think so.
Yeah.
But it was all Bank of America, right? So.
And then that's a separate thing. Once Bank of America has it, you need a separate site to go to Bank of America.
Oh, here it is. Hold on.
Yeah.
It says claims beginning date 4. Claims end date 4/10.
4/10. So that's why they give you the extra 3 weeks.
Weekly benefit. Okay, I see.
So
maximum amount is 11,700. So
11.
So the maximum benefit amount is 11.7.
11.7 what?
Thousand.
Oh, but because that's 26 weeks of $450. Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. Like again,
Yeah. When it stops coming, it stops coming.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But it may be
is this like once a lifetime or?
Yeah. No one's ever going to get this kind of money again. No, you can file for unemployment. Every 52 weeks if you work 26 in the year.
Okay, so I'm like 10 years from now.
Yeah, 10 years, a year from now you can file for unemployment.
Okay, that's good.
This is your benefit year.
Bank of America.
And then 12 months from now, if during this 12 months you've worked...
I should have done this when I had Butters. That would have been great.
But he didn't have a job to get unemployment.
But I didn't either. Because my job was him.
Oh, well, you wouldn't have gotten $1,000. You would have gotten $450.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I was getting 0 at the time.
Yeah, well, 450 is better than that. The 600 is a special coronavirus money.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, but I was too rich to get the checks, and so you know.
But you didn't.
What do you mean?
You didn't even. You were getting. You had a lot of money, and you didn't think, I better file for unemployment so I can feed my family.
Oh, well, what I'm saying is like the stimulus checks. I like.
Oh yeah. $1,000.
No, not that one, because that one doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, that has no bearing on how much money you have.
Yeah.
Only whether you're unemployed.
Yeah, and so
because theoretically you paid. Not theoretically, truthfully, you paid unemployment insurance. It's deducted.
That's right, we did.
And now you're collecting on the insurance.
Yeah, and so I guess this is okay. So I mean, like, I usually would spend it on hookers and coke, but I
hookers
can't.
And blow. I think it's the expression.
No. I like Coke Zero actually. So, but I can't do the hookers right now, and Coke Zero's out of stock with all the water's gone. So I have to I guess buy food and shit. It's gonna be different.
He has not downloaded it. He's not going to be able to. I promise.
Well, wait. So you said okay. We're going to Instagram Live. I'm going to ask somebody who needs to go out and buy their first smartphone. Like
he has. I know he has an iPhone because it's blue because his text is blue. But I don't think he's going to have the. Unless he's watching now and now.
I don't know. I don't know.
He doesn't have the ability.
We do have one viewer. Oh, I see. I know who this is.
Who is it?
This is a guy who did this like local access television thing for a year or two, and it was something like this, but it was at this other sort of I don't know. It wasn't. I have to admit, it wasn't very good. It kind of sucked. I'm sorry. I tried to watch it a few times. The content just wasn't there. He's on. Oh my god, that's insane. All right, so
do you know him personally? Or is that
I personally know him. Knowing him personally is another deal.
Right, but
I don't think I've gotten closer than this to him. No, but it's yeah. So
where's my mask?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
I'm in disguise.
I mean, given how people look these days, I want to wear my mask like this. It's a. Is this better?
That's better. Did you see the woman that cut a hole in it? She couldn't breathe, so she cut a little slit.
Yeah, I like that.
There's your Trump voter.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's just a new place to think of it, So the movies are still being released. It looks like.
No.
No, but they're going like straight
streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like now everybody's straight to DVD.
Yeah, because they don't. And the Academy for this year only has said if you already had a release plan, a theatrical release plan, and you couldn't because of the emergency, you can show it on TV and still be eligible for an Academy Award. So,
I guess the question with the cinema is that box office is a high profit margin, right?
No.
It's not.
It is the funniest thing at the candy counter for the exhibit.
Right, but I'm talking about the actual, I don't know, the Christian Bale movie or something.
Yeah, boom or bust, though.
And so if some of these movies, they'll, let's say, spend a couple $100 million putting it in there. And usually what they would do is that they'd spend another, whatever, about that amount for the advertisements, right?
Yes.
But they're not actually doing that now. So they're saving that amount.
Yeah.
But they're not making the revenue at the box office.
Probably not, although one made a really lot of money, but they're not really, you don't know how accurate the reporting is. Right, they're not making that, but they're probably saving at least a third of the cost, maybe half.
So are they releasing them behind paywalls? I mean, how does it work?
Yeah, it's you pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so basically,
it's either even on Amazon Prime, even if you have Amazon Prime, it might be another $10 to watch that movie. But they seem to be making. Some of them seem to be making some movies. Some of them are going direct to Netflix or Amazon or something.
But
some of them are pay-per-view.
But they're charging per person. I mean, they're charging
per screen. Yeah,
charging per screen instead of per person.
And I think a lot of them have like a 48-hour use.
Oh, interesting.
So you could watch it twice. Yeah, they're not, right. You could have 20 people in your living room. You could, or I guess you're not allowed to, but you could charge tickets to come watch it at your house.
Can I watch it at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday for $5 or?
Yeah, right. Well, I want to go to the kids' free show, the one that serves alcohol.
Can I sneak over to another tavern?
That's right. You can sneak to your neighbor's house and watch a good movie without paying extra.
Man, but no. When you go to the grocery store, I mean, they're out of popcorn, and so like,
they out of like microwave popcorn?
Yeah, exactly. So I guess people are doing stuff like that these days.
For a while, they were out of frozen food too. So
so like, yeah. It's weird because at first like people were like buying beans and rice, and then you figure I don't know how to cook these things. It's like I have no idea what to do with rice.
Do you know how much work it is to cook beans? Those raw beans, first you have to soak them overnight, then you have to cook them. And when you finish it just tastes like crap anyway. Why not get a can of beans that already taste
well, not only that, but if you really want to do them right, then you need aromatics.
Yeah.
You need to do slow cooking over like a couple hour period. And then the storage is a pain in the neck because you have to make sure that you eat a bunch of them. But you can do it in a very tasty way. It's just work.
Yeah.
And they smell.
Or you could buy them already cooked in a can.
Or just ignore protein, which is what I. Sorry, so let's see. We have like
2 viewers now?
we actually still have. Oh, hold on, somebody's doing this. But I directed some.
Oh, you messaged you?
Oh, people are talking.
What are they saying?
I don't know. Maybe I can join somebody in.
Oh, let's see. Yeah.
Let's try this. Ads.
Joining us from across the country is.
Declined. What are you naked right now? What is this? I have to go over here and read. Big families love this. 10 to 20 for a whole fam of 8. They're talking about the movies. Or.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Let me go on to Instagram and watch ourselves.
No, I'm only behind the camera. Oh, so that's well. You can still be behind the camera if you want to. You don't have to be in front of it. You just have to talk. And so, I mean, we can do that. You don't have to have the camera on you. It's just like when I do my Zoom meetings. I only have the camera on my genitals. So,
What's the Instagram?
What?
What does the Instagram logo look like? I know I have it.
It's this.
It's a big eye.
Big eye. Yeah. It's this rainbow. There it is. It's a camera. There it is. Have you ever used Instagram before?
Yeah, we used it for a part-time.
Have you used TikTok before?
No.
TikTok is basically what MySpace would be doing if they were around. So it's a.
Okay, let me find you.
I don't know if this is one of the better Instagram lives that people have seen before. They're usually trash. They're usually really bad.
So right now.
And hopefully we have the quality of public access television right now. So, look. I see that my friend Will is on, or maybe he left. I don't know if he's still there.
Okay, I'm going on.
Okay. So what are you trying to do here? So you can tap here and you can watch me live if you want to.
I'm going to see if I'm going to watch us.
You're just going to watch.
Here we are. Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
This is you tapping the screen.
So I did this. So after Bernie Sanders won California.
Mr. Smith has joined.
What do you mean, Mr. Smith?
That's what it just says. I'm following him. I accidentally hit you live, which is how I usually watch live. Oh, Chindig has answered your question.
Oh. So now my friend over here is watching us live. This reminds me, when Bernie Sanders won California, and I went down to that cafe on La Brea and Wilshire. What's that thing called? The one that's in all the movies that is now Fairfax and Wilshire.
Oh, Fairfax and Wilshire, Johnny's?
Johnny's, yeah. So Johnny's is like, whatever, Bernie Sanders headquarters.
Yeah, it is. It's still Bernie Sanders.
Even 3 months after he dropped out. And after California won, there are all these international news organizations down there. Sky News and French News and stuff like that. And as they were filming, I could go on YouTube and view the live feed. And they're like, and then I see myself in the background, like, watching it from France. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was surreal. That I could actually see myself like live, and then I see the Brits saying, "Oh," and then wave your hand, kind of, whatever it is, in Japanese and all these international news. And it was wild. That the entire world was paying attention except for the United States, which didn't care.
There's like a 5 full second delay.
Of course, there's a 5 full second delay. So they can bleep me when I say the word fuck. Let me see.
No.
Oh my God, there is none. There is none. Oh my God. I just said that. You think that?
Who's Shindig? You keep sending me messages.
You know how far away we are from the phone? I mean, seriously, like this is.
Yeah.
I can't. My eyes aren't that good. Not only that, but in order to read it, I'd have to do something like this. I might pop back and have fun.
No, I can read it here.
Okay, all right, okay.
I can read it here. Right now there are other viewers.
All right. Sure.
I have a very bushy beard.
Yeah, you do. Like which bush? Like Barbara?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is my big internet debut. It's good.
Still no viewers. There's one viewer, me.
Oh, that's right.
That's why you have one viewer. It's this phone.
That's right. That's right. So it's okay. I'm glad that we provided a few minutes of entertainment for somebody.
For me, I've been watching long. And when the 5-second delay, I've forgotten what we said, and so it's interesting again when I see it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just go home and do this in the buffs and see if I get more viewers.
Turn this off.
Yeah, and all I would do is I'd just be like standing here talking about nothing, but I'd be circling my nipple once I do it. Swinging your shirt in the air. Man, did I tell you I made an OnlyFans account?
Oh no.
You know what OnlyFans is?
I do know what that is. What is that?
OnlyFans is a porno site, if you will.
Yeah. Oh yes.
But so it's not. It's kind of like it's designed to be used for porn, but they're not super explicit about it. So they don't say this is for porn.
Yeah. So some people are porn.
At the same time, they have they'll make we have to prove that you're over 18, blah 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 blah. So I did. Let's see what I can. Log in. So, that's got to be for the login. Based on those things. So, there's this Calvin and Hobbes joke from when Calvin and Hobbes was a thing about Calvin and Hobbes adult movies. And let me give you the joke. 1993. And it's nice. The TV listing says this movie has adult situations. But what's an adult situation? Probably things like going to work, paying the bills and taxes, taking responsibilities. Wow, they don't kid around with this here for mature audiences. I never understood how those movies make any money. It's just, and I always thought that was comic. And so when I came to, an adult website, I decided to do stuff like this. And so basically I did things like that where, I went over like how I organized my office and how I did food prep, things like that. Adult things, exactly. But I was like, and here's all my family. And I did that for like a good week or so. And then so I put content up there, and I don't think I've gotten any followers. Because and it's all for free. Like
you get an email from OnlyFans that says, "Please stop."
I'm probably the only user that doesn't take off their clothes.
You get an email that says, "I don't think you're getting it."
or maybe it's like helpful things. They say stuff like tips on getting new followers. Like we noticed in your videos that you're so fully clothed.
Number one, you might want to take off your clothes.
Yeah,
you might want to think about.
Oh man, yeah. And so I thought that was funny, but then I realized, I do the stuff that just for me, basically. And if I find it funny, then I'm good. It's nothing right.
Yes. It's done. Yeah.
Like you're the first audience.
It's got to work for me. Otherwise, I have no interest in it at all. And I'll defend it if it works for me, even if you don't get it.
But I mean, like, would you say that your humor has become more racy over the years, or more sort of
Sophisticated.
Oh, you think so?
Well, not sophisticated in that it's like no coward, but sophisticated in that it trusts the audience more.
Okay, so give me an example of something that you might be doing at 20 that you wouldn't be doing now, or 25.
I think I over-explained everything in my early work.
Really?
And now I trust that the audience will know what I'm talking.
So, if there was something like, oh, I don't know, if it was like, I can't think of any good ones right now. I'd say something like, I can't. So if you made a joke that, like, referenced some.
I don't necessarily mean reference. I mean that I would trust the audience to know how to do math, or that they know American history.
Oh, I see.
And so I wasn't over-explaining. Or that they figured out that the guy that has to go to surgery is the doctor. And that's a very lame way of although a lot of that stuff was made. But, as your doctor, I want to tell you that.
Oh, right. I mean,
we've been married for 25 years, and then by this point, you should, things that you that either don't matter, or that you find a way to preload without.
For a while, I was watching this thing called Red Letter Media. Did you know Red Letter Media?
I don't know.
No, you have. I used to talk about it like 5 or 6 years ago. So it's these people that are big film buffs, and they talk about movies and.
Oh, okay, now.
Right, and it's. The format is similar to this, but it's actually watchable, and it's actually.
That this is not.
Well, no. What I mean is that, like, I guess they do some editing, but not a lot, and it's not scripted. And I'm saying that their personalities work well together on the screen, so the dynamics are okay. What was I talk about with
Red Letter Media?
Right, but. You were just talking about
My writing has gotten more sophisticated.
Right. And so sometimes they do these sort of acting bits, and they were like doing the stuff like, they were talking about the future, like, oh yeah, and they were like giving the narrative structure of what happened in the future, and then he stopped midway through and was like, what are we talking about? We both know this stuff, Like, isn't it stupid that people just like talk about the past as if, like, we don't know each other, like it's auditory dialogue.
They've learned that from talk shows where people come out and they've been pre-interviewed and discuss what they're going to talk, and then they talk about what they.
But it's like, have you ever been to TVTropes.com?
No.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
You would go gaga on TV.
What's it called? TVTropes.com?
Yeah. Go to TV Tropes. And basically what it is it's all of the, so let's just take a hat and a hat. It'll probably be on there. So they call it the Hilaria hats. And they have an actual photograph or an actual depiction of somebody with multiple hats on top of them, like that.
Hat on a hat.
Right? And then they go through and they say, and they talk about how there's like hat damage, the Brotherhood of Funny Hats, hat authority, things like that. And then they talk about like different, what these things mean. Like the hat of authority is, yes, that's when somebody puts on a hat and then all of a sudden they become, the mayor.
Yeah. And
so then they give like examples of it in movies or in things like that. And so it's basically like the kinds of cinematic or media tropes that you can find. naming them, categorizing them, talking about the relationship to the other things, giving examples of the history. It's pretty wonderful, actually.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And so, yeah, some of them are stuff like, what's the big one? The classic cinema structure, how you're supposed to be looking for something, and it doesn't matter what that thing is.
Oh, the MacGuffin.
MacGuffin, right? So I bet they have a very long explanation of MacGuffin on there. So, have you used MacGuffins in your screenwriting?
Sure.
Okay. They probably also have. Hey, there it is. Oh, there's some great ones. Wow. Yeah, look, they have the this one up here is that classic
The Maltese
Falcon, right? They have the one from Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all of them, right? It's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. So, Alfred Hitchcock quote: "In crook stories, it is almost always about the necklace, and in spy stories, it is almost always about the papers." You know, so they go into it, and it's to determine if a thing is a MacGuffin. So they have rules for it. Is the nature of the item interchangeable, right? If it's an object of great value, which is important because it's a value, or the many properties of blah, 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 they go through it. Is the nature of item irrelevant to the plot? All MacGuffins have some extraordinary value, whether it be monetary, blah, 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 blah. But they're explained in detail within the story so you understand them, but they're not vital to the plot. You know? And so, what?
I love this one. Character flaw index.
Oh, interesting. Oh, look, and then they go over different kinds of MacGuffin subtropes, which was very interesting. They talk about accidentally breaking the MacGuffin. Then they talk about the artifact of attraction, that the object itself is irresistible. A clinging MacGuffin, that that the person has it, wants to be rid of it. You have to dismantle it. It's split into several parts and hidden in different places. So, like, Indiana Jones uses that, right?
Yeah.
And then you have like. A counterfeit MacGuffin. Then you have ones that if you achieve it, it might kill you. Then you have then you have the free sample plots. So the first one you find really easy, and then subsequent ones are really hard. And it goes into like all of these. It's really extensive.
It's kind of a to-do list.
Well, it's not. I guess it's not just necessarily a to-do list. So around the early 1900s, there were a number of pulp fiction how-tos that were written that were basically like outlines of story plots. And it's stuff like, man gets caught in quicksand and whatever, like, all these things like, wife.
The quicksand, the reading of the will.
Right.
All of those.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Wife finds out that, husband has an affair or whatever. And a list of hundreds of things to be put, because back then pulp novels were basically the weekly television.
Yeah.
And people were pumping out one of them a week or so, and they're being sold for pennies or nickels or whatever. Somebody would just read it, and that was their entertainment for the week. So this is the equivalent to that these days. Is that it's this very sort of thorough correspondence of all the different kinds of elements. So, and I would imagine that even though you've been at this for 75 years, that there should be some things on there that you
might be a couple I missed.
Yeah, because
that index.
When you were part of what was it, New Amsterdam University. And before,
When I worked at NBC Blue.
Let me ask this whole water.
We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsor. Well, we have about the view count of Miko right now, so it's
Now there's a good reference.
Oh, no, really, I think this is I'm liking this. I think this is a great device. No, really, like.
Little tripod thing.
Yeah, no, it's good because I've been wanting to make more video content recently, and
Yeah,
yeah,
just like this on the microphone, your regular input.
Well, yeah, just for YouTube and things like that. I just wanted to give it a go, and there's been a lot of opportunities where I was like, or just taking pictures in general, where I'm like, I would really like to get an angle of this shot right here, but like I don't have a way of propping up my camera. And like, maybe a tripod. And then I was kind of under the impression that they were expensive.
And that you would have gotten it 5 weeks ago.
But it turned out they're not expensive. They're pretty cheap. I've been using Citizen lately. It's been good. A lot of stuff that's been going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're never you get one a week.
Yeah. Well, I guess you get far fewer now, don't you?
Yeah, because someone's outside. Oh, you know what happens now? People break into houses and they get caught because everybody's home.
Yeah. It's weird. Like I guess they're not applying for unemployment if you do
If you're a burglar full time, I guess.
Yeah. And did you see that there was a corpse flower?
Yes, but there was also that some kind of algae growth in Santa Monica that smelled all over Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah, you could smell it here for a couple of days.
Oh wow! So
it's awful.
So maybe that was a coincidence.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, corpse flowers are really nasty.
Yeah, they only last a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
There's some algae growth.
Yeah, they're quite rare actually. There's like international botanical societies that are reporting they're blooming, and you can go on Wikipedia and like there's a list of them. It's only like 200 or so. And so like when the person posted it, like, what is this stinky flower? And like, contact UCLA like immediately. Like this is important. Like
they're gonna want it.
Yeah, like this is something that like people are gonna come and want to see. Like the local media would come and say there's a corpse flower, and
They do cover it.
And the question was like, how the hell are you get a corpse flower bowl? And the person got it. They planted it 10 years ago, and he had no idea what it was.
Yeah. How did he get it? Even 10 years ago.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what else does this person have?
That's right. Kryptonite.
What are these Bitcoin things?
All right.
I think that's about it.
I think that's it. It's 10 o'clock. Time for my nightly episode of OBCRs.
I like my friend's trying to sell masks that he's making, but he's taking pictures of himself just wearing a mask.
This guy, no?
No.
But you should wear it somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can say something like, does the mask come with a mask?
No, you should, wear it, and then it's an extra $5 if he rubs it against his crotch.
Somebody has a bootleg Versace mask. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it'd be funny to have. I like it how not only are the fashion places, high fashion doing it, but now there's like bootleg versions behind it. Like maybe Santee Alley's still open. Anyway, who's this that just came in? I guess I'm sorry about that.
Who's with us now?
I don't know, but
What's your name? Maybe it's like
no. Given how long these people stay, they're going to be it's somebody who has a Homer Simpson as a little icon. But we've been at this for about 25 minutes, and so that's Metro calls in half an hour, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
22:30. So
22:30. So we're over. Yeah, we got to cut some of this stuff.
Call it better.
All right. Well, I wish I had a clapper, but I guess that's it. All right. And